Someone is watching you closely to anticipate your next move. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder for my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, someone is watching you closely to anticipate your next move. Somebody drop in the comments and say, my next move will be my best one. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, my next move will be my best one. See, what you don't realize is you are a master improver. You are a master progressor, right? Every turn around, y'all, you are making some type of progress, right? Progress in your marriage, progress in your friendship, progress in your business, progression with your gift, progression with that thing that you started 2 years ago. Yeah, that thing you started, that lemonade stand, yeah, y'all, it's starting to turn into a lemonade storefront, right? That book you was working on, yeah, it's no longer a manuscript. It's an actual book. You follow what I'm saying, y'all? You take something that's this small and a year later, a month, right? 2 years, however long it take, you make it this. And see, what I want y'all to realize is people are going to anticipate what you're going to do next. And what they're really saying to you is, I know you got a blessing on the way, and I want to be a part of it. I know you have some things that's going to overflow into your life, and I want to get a little piece of it. I want to at least be able to know what it feels like to touch those blessings, to see those blessings, to, if possible, have those blessings, right? Somebody drop in the comments and say, my blessings are only for me, right? And I say that in a humble way, y'all, because God does bless us to be blessings to other people, but he does not bless us to be blessings to those who are trying to take from us and drain from us and pull us down, become burdens. He does not bless us to be a blessing to them, right? You're going to know who you should be a blessing to. But the point of what I'm saying is, y'all, right, is that they are anticipating your next move because they can feel what is to come. I'm talking about that business you've been working on, y'all. Oh, yeah, it's going major. That gift that you've been honing in, y'all, and redeveloping, it's about to explode. All right? Everything that you have worked on, y'all, it's about to come into fruition. And this is why they're paying attention to your next move. Do y'all know how close they watch a college prospect, right? Even high school prospects, right? When, you know, they are just only 16, 17. Sometimes, y'all, depending on the connections and the family and, you know, how deep they are in the industry and who they know, family, they watching these kids at 10, anticipating their next move. All right? Aaron Hernandez committed when he was only in, what, I think 8th or 9th grade to a college, right? And this is 8th or 9th grade. Family, when you are something great, people will anticipate your next move for a very long time. Their intentions could be good, could be bad, positive, negative. But when you have something, people want a part of that. They want in on that. They like, yeah, let me in. And so I want you to understand something. Someone's watching closely, okay, and anticipating your next move. But with that being said, y'all, as y'all can see, we are right here on the legendary great couch, y'all. Yes, I'm calling it legendary, okay? But here we are, y'all, dropping another video, second video of today. As y'all can see, it's coming in a little late, family, but I said I'm gonna give my folks more than one video today, right? I was feeling good, and so I just wanted to make sure I get it out to y'all. But with that being said, family, y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video, as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Let's do it, family. So first thing is first, number one, the reason why they are watching you to anticipate your next move, it's going to be this right here, y'all. The new you is unusual. Yeah, y'all, you got to get used to that. The new you is unusual. See, the new you says no. The new you don't pull up to the functions. The new you ain't taking that BS. The new you responds differently. And so when you fully embrace the new you, there's other people who are ready to break the new you, the new version of yourself. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? See, you just arrived. They're like, what? This is what I'm going to get? This is what I can expect? This is what's going to happen? No, we got to figure out a way to get rid of this person. Y'all ever seen Deliver Us from Evil? You know, with LL Cool J, Gabrielle Union, right? You know, y'all, they did that because Gabrielle Union was, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, she was a butthole. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, she was just, and it took, you know, a player like LL Cool J to pretty much tame her. And what the guys would do, well, what the guys did was pay LL Cool J to get her to fall in love so they can have her sisters to themselves, right? Because like I said, y'all, she was really tough. She was bad. Y'all go watch the movie. It's an old classic, right? At least I would consider it a classic. But anyway, y'all, so once they got everything in motion, that was lovely. Everything was great, right? But then it kind of backfired, and it made them, it put them in a worse position than what they were in the beginning. Okay, because now it went from what Eva was doing to now you need to be like LL Cool J. I can't remember what his name was in the movie, but now you need to be like LL Cool J, right? Now he does this for Eva, he does that for Eva, and they're like, man, what? We paid him to get Eva away from us. Now it's like he has stepped into our bedroom, our marriage, our relationships, our lives. And so it's like they faked this death and made him, you know, almost as if he wasn't even here anymore, just because they wanted Eva to leave and go to New York because she had another job opportunity, right? So they faked this death momentarily. Well, what happened was, y'all, they didn't like the new Eva, right? They didn't like the new LL Cool J because he began to fall in love with her, and he was going to be honest and let them know, like, or let her know that, hey, this ain't who I am. They paid me such and such and such, but I love you now, right? He was going to come clean, and they didn't want that. The case in point is, y'all, they didn't like the new version of him, right? And the new version of Eva, okay? Because it crept into their relationship once again. When people don't like the new version of you, y'all, it is very scary, right? Because it causes a change. It causes growth, right? It causes a person to be exposed, and it exposed their character. It exposed who they are. It exposed what they do, right? It exposed what they're not doing, okay? And so sticking to it, y'all, the new you is unusual. As long as people can still have you the way they did have access, right? The access ain't never denied. They are okay. But as long as this new you is going to continue to keep progressing and going, it gets scary. All right? It gets scary. And I want to say this, y'all. A lot of times people are not afraid of, failing, right? They are afraid of you succeeding. A person would congratulate you when you fail. Oh, don't worry about it. It's going to be okay. Get them next time. Better luck next time, whatever. But then you will have a person who actually succeeded, and they're continuously succeeding and succeeding and succeeding. This person sitting next to them at some point becomes envious, because they're watching how this person is gaining this prestige, this attention. They're watching how this person is actually having body gains, such as you can see the cuts. They got abs now. They ain't fat no more, right? Or they're not overly eating for no reason. Whatever the case is, they have some type of gains and some type of excessive success, right? And that becomes scary, because what they're really saying is I don't want you to go. Meaning, I don't want the old you to leave us, man. Stay here. No. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I must go. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I must go. Family, the new you is unusual. The new you is unusual. Number 2, y'all. They are paranoid with your growth. All right? Which leads us right into it. They are paranoid with your growth. Okay? Again, y'all, you take a person who's in a relationship. Let's just say, the man, right? We're going to get on the man, y'all. Let's just say the man don't want to see that woman lose weight, right? He's comfortable with her, being a big Oompa Loompa. He's comfortable with her being unhealthy, right? He encourages her to eat double cheeseburgers, anything that can big up her back or continuously big that back up. He all for it, right? But the moment he starts seeing her get on her Martin journey, y'all remember when Martin was he took his health journey serious, right? And he was like, I don't live to eat, Gina. I eat to live. When he said that, yeah, y'all, they just say that woman is really taking her, her body serious. She's eating carrots, vegetables, broccoli, chicken breasts, right? Getting the protein in, drinking protein shakes. She really doing it. And then going to the gym, it's going to really show if he's secure or insecure. It's going to really show if he really appreciates her gains and success and, really being obsessed with this goal, right? Or if he's a jealous person, if he's an envious person, right? Or if he's just going to just keep watching her, hoping that she don't. Looking for the downfall, the pitfall, right? He's going to be paranoid with her growth, right? You know why? Because I am afraid that you may leave me. I am afraid that you may, not find me attractive anymore, right? I'm afraid that other people are going to want to desire you. I'm afraid of that, right? And so this man will be paranoid with her growth. This is exactly how they operate, y'all. They will be paranoid with your growth. Every time they see you, you got a book in your hand. Every time they see you, you told them that you ain't smoking the smoke no more. You never got that blunt or cigarette in your hand. All right? You told them you're going to stop drinking the drink. You don't got the cup in your hand no more. They are paranoid with your growth. So they're watching you because they're looking for the mess up. They're looking for the fall. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Somebody drop in the comments also and say, I will not fall. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I will not fall. Moving on to the next one. Number 3, you are a nuclear bomb. Yeah, you are a nuclear bomb. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I'm the bomb. Okay, make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I'm the bum. Now, I know that was kind of 90s, y'all, because in the 90s, it was real big, right? It was real big on saying I'm the bum. But when I say you are the bum, y'all, I'm talking about just like the atomic bomb, y'all. That's what they use to wipe out an entire area, to wipe out like a country or to wipe out a city. They would use an atomic bomb. It's a nuclear bomb, right? They call them nukes. Well, this is how you are. You are a nuclear bomb. Whenever you have influence on groups, people's family, you're like a bomb. You wipe them all out. Everybody do exactly what you do. You a bomb. You make a change, okay? You got that thing on the inside of you that makes you a nuclear bomb. Anytime you drop, you wipe out the entire city, the country. Do y'all know that a nuclear bomb has so much radiation in it, right? A nuclear bomb is so powerful that the radiation will still kill you miles after the bomb or miles away from where the bomb had been dropped. That's you. Miles away from people who you done had a conversation with. Guess what? They following you, influenced by you. Miles away after you've had, a run-in with, right? Certain individuals. Miles away, you done had run-ins with these people. They still thinking about what you said. Miles away after, making an impact at that job, in that relationship, they're still thinking about you. You are a nuclear bomb. When you drop, the world feel it. Everybody around you feel it. Your entire world feel it. Make sense to what I'm saying, y'all? This is why they are watching you, anticipating your every move. Shedeur Sanders, guess what, y'all? It was a bum. People watch the draft, y'all, instead of the NBA playoffs because of one person, Shedeur Sanders. When is he going to get drafted? When is he going to get drafted? When is he going to get drafted? They drug it out to the 5th round. As soon as he got drafted, do we still hear about the draft? No, we don't hear about it no more. We're hearing about them playoffs now. I know we are. And they knew that. He was a nuclear bomb. So they used him also, on top of playing him like he wasn't a good football player. They used him. He was a nuclear bomb. That is the effect that stars, chosen ones, people who have the it factor. Like, the list goes on. That's the effect of what you have. You are a nuclear bomb, right? And after it's over, the ricochet and the radiation still touch people. That's how powerful you are, right? Somebody drop in the comments and say I'm powerful. That is how powerful you are. Next thing, y'all, number 4, they want access, all right? They want access. You know what they want access to, y'all? They want access to whatever you touch, attain, achieve, feel, or connect to. The list goes on, y'all. They want access to whatever you touch, attain, feel, achieve, accomplish, or connect to. This is what they want, y'all. Right? Y'all remember on Friday when Debo said, no, I think Smokey Craig said, but you already got $50, Debo. He said, yeah, but I want to spend Smokey's money, right? You already got a chain, Debo. I want Red's chain. He said something like that, y'all. But the point is, people like that, y'all, they're never satisfied, okay? And they want access to what you have just because you got it. You know what, y'all? This reminds me of how people look at the shoe Jordan, especially in the 90s, y'all, in the 80s, right? People wanted Jordans not because it's the shoes, but because of who shoes they were. They were Michael Jordans. People wore them shoes because of Michael Jordan. All right, Reno, what are you saying right now? People want access to whatever a cool person touch, whatever a chosen one have, whatever an individual with influence achieve. They want access to that. All right. And so with that being said, y'all, they want access to your blessings. They want access to whatever you are about to accomplish. They want access to the abundance. They want access to your wife, to your husband. They want access, right? Somebody drop in the comments and say you can't have it. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say you can't have it. Moving on to the next thing, y'all. Number 5 is going to be this right here. This is something that they will never tell you, but they are inspired. They are inspired, family. They are inspired by how you dress. They are inspired by your mindset. They are inspired by the things you do. They are inspired, y'all. You actually encourage a lot of people to get off their tail and go get something, right? Like my boys say, you got to get up, get out, and get something, okay? You inspire them to accomplish things in life. You inspire them to stop being how they are and change their ways. You inspire them. So sometimes, y'all, this can be, negatively done, and sometimes it can be positively done. Like for me, y'all, I get inspired by certain people, y'all, whether that is creatively, musically, sometimes even with clothes, right? Like fashionably. I get inspired by people, and I give them credit when credit is due. But some people get inspired by people and they don't give them credit where credit is due. They take it as if it was their idea and they move on, right? Like again, I would tell a person, hey man, you inspired me to do my own podcast. You inspired me to be a motivational speaker. You inspired me to do YouTube, right? I'll tell a person, I have no problem with letting people know. I really don't, all right? Because at the end of the day, that's how you get your blessings. Ain't no need of being jealous of people or feeling like you got to hold back from people. Let them know, right? But some people will be inspired by you, y'all, and they'll just sit back and just watch you and anticipate your next move and plagiarize everything you do and then take credit for what they did, right? Yeah, family, this is what they do. This is why they're watching you. So be mindful, y'all, of people who are watching you through social media, never like your stuff, but they always watching your story. Yeah, y'all, be mindful of people who always watch you at work. They never say nothing to you. Some people are inspired for good reasons, and some people are inspired to take from you and never intend on giving you credit. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. But family, y'all already know how we do. As we conclude this video, y'all know, y'all be sure to get any one of these Yes Sir t-shirts, Yes Sir hoodies, okay? Book a one-on-one session with your boy, enroll into my social influence course, or y'all can check out any one of my books, all right? Once again, y'all, someone is watching you to anticipate your next move, but your next move will be your best move, all right? Y'all keep a rich mentality. Catch y'all in the next video. Peace.